Morning students. The topic is priority scheduling. Already in the previous videos I have told how to work with the first come first serve scheduling algorithm, and the second one shortest job first. Well, shortly it will be calling it as what? SJF. Okay. Now the third one you have priority scheduling. As the name itself is telling, it is priority scheduling. See, as you all know, the table will be given. The table consists of two columns, a process column and the next one burst time. So what is a burst time? The burst time will be telling that is a time taken by a process. That is a time taken by a process to execute. So much time is required to complete its execution. Now, here in this, you will be seeing additionally one more column will be there in this scheduling, which is called as a priority column. Okay. So what is a priority column? So as per the priority given, each process with the respective burst time, along with that burst time, it will be also having what? Priority. So that priority will be giving which time or which particular time or in which turn a process should go for execution. Okay, that priority will be given in the problem itself. Now, see, priority scheduling in this method. See, in this method of scheduling, process that is based on priority. As I told you, you will be having additional column which is called as a priority column. As per the column only, as per the priority, the process one after other, it will be going for execution. But when in shortest job first, what happened? The process with the least burst time. The process with the least burst time will be going for execution. But here, the process with the priority, whichever process with the highest priority, that process will go for first execution. Okay. So it is a method of scheduling in which process that is based on priority, and in this algorithm the scheduler will be selecting a task, or the scheduler will be selecting a process which process with the higher priority. Okay, so where that particular process it will be selected based on a priority, and that will be going for work, or that will be taken for execution fast. Okay, and the processes with the higher priority will be carried out first, and whereas process with the equal priority or carried out of first come first serve. So it means what? See, where in this example, see here there is a separate column called as a priority column. So where, see, P4 with the 1, it means always 1 will be having higher priority. When we P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 is there, out of these all processes, P4 is having a first priority. Okay, so what is the last point it is explaining here? If any two processes have the same priority. Okay, if any two processes have the same priority, there again one more concept comes which is called as what? First come first. So which process comes first, that process will be given the first priority, and again the same priority with the next process, that will be going for next execution. Okay, so here only the thing you have to remember, whichever process with the higher priority, the scheduler will be selecting a process for execution based on a priority only. That process will be carried out for execution based on priority concept. Okay, so now with an example, see, if you have a table where with the process burst time priority. Okay, now see P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 with the respective burst time, and you also have another column which is called as what? Priority. Yes, and see very first here, see 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are all the priorities it is given. When we talk about this process, see the respective burst time is given a P4. P4 will go first for execution. Why? Because P4 with the priority 1. After P4, then you have P1, okay, with the priority 2. And after P1, you have P5 with the priority 3. After that, you have P2 with the priority 4. And the last one, you have P3 with the priority 5. Okay, now let us see how the Gantt chart will be written. You all know how to write a Gantt chart and how important it is, because by using Gantt chart only, you will be doing a further calculations. Now, see Gantt chart, as you all know, P4 is coming first. Why? Because the priority column, P4 is having a first priority. Okay, so now P4, which is starting with, always starts with 0. And what is his burst time of P4? It is 3 milliseconds, when it is taking 3 milliseconds. Okay, and after P4, you have the next priority which is called as P1. So starting with P1, and what is the burst time of P1? 6 milliseconds. So 3 plus 6, it will be 9. Okay, where we will be taking the cumulative. 3 plus 6, you will be getting 9. After the third priority process, you have P5. P5 with the priority 3 and with the burst time 4. So where 9 plus 4, it is 30. P5 with the 4 milliseconds and the priority with the third priority. So after P1, P5 will come, 9 plus 4, it is 30. Okay, and the next priority, you have fourth priority, and where P2 will be coming. So when P2 with the burst time 12. So where 13. See after P5, P2 is coming because of priority. 13 plus 12, you will be getting 25. Okay, 13 plus 12, you will be getting 25. And where P2, Okay, P2 is also done. And the last process is left with the last priority, which is called as 5, and the process is P3. Okay, and what is the burst rate? Only 1. So where 25 plus 1, you will be getting 26, and P3 also will be done with the allocation. And P3 also will be going ahead with the execution. Okay, now this is the way how you write the Gantt chart. And here only a very important thing is what? As per the priority column only, the process one after other, it goes for execution. Okay, where in examination, there will be given, like one column will be given. Once the column is given, then only they will be asking you to calculate first come first, like then only they will be asking you to calculate average waiting time, average turnaround time by using priority scheduling. Okay, and the next one, you have calculations. So like as you all know, I have explained how the formulas will be there and how like you all remember what all formulas will be used to calculate waiting time, turnaround time and response time, and where I am going directly with the calculation now. So like very first, average waiting time. Select the average waiting time. You all know the formula to calculate waiting time, starting time minus arrival time. Okay, so where with the help of that I got this. Okay, average waiting time I got 0 plus 3 plus 9 plus 13, 25 and divided by 5. Why it is 5? Because in the given table you have 5 processes. Okay, see here like how you got this. I am just directly going with the average waiting time because in the previous videos you know how to calculate waiting time by using a formula, and you also know how to calculate turnaround time by using a formulas. Okay, so where here you will be getting 10 milliseconds as the average waiting time. Okay, and the next one you have turnaround time, and what is the formula to calculate turnaround time? Finish time minus arrival time. Okay, that is the formula. And to calculate average turnaround time, you are getting 3 plus 9 plus 13 plus 25 plus 26 divided by 5. Why it is 5? Because the number of processes given in the table. And then here you are getting 15.2 milliseconds. And you also know how to calculate average response time, and the formula for response time is what? First response minus arrival time, and what average response time you will get, that will be same as it is, which is called as what? Average waiting time. Okay, so this is the way how you calculate priority scheduling, and in this you have to remember a very important thing. Based on a priority only, the Gantt chart will be written. Based on a priority only, the process will go for execution one after other. Okay, the process with the higher priority, that process only will be selected by the scheduler for execution. If sometimes, whereas sometimes what happens, if two processes with the same priority, again there will be applying a concept called as first come first serve scheduling, etc. Okay, so this is the way how priority scheduling will be working. Thank you.